Yerp, what's up? Ranks Banks here, the wealthy trader. Nah. What's up, Ranks Banks, the wealthy trader, tapping in. And I came. Fuck. What's up, y'all? It's Ranks Banks, the wealthy trader, tapping in. And I'm coming in to bring you some more fire, authentic content. That's how we're going to rock with it. All right, what's up? This is my first video here on this YouTube channel, and it's really just like an introductory type of video, just so you can know a little bit more about who I am and understand how I have been, how I've been doing some thinking, and how I came to the realization that it's time for me to expose myself. It's time for me to it's time to do some exposing when it comes to this whole Forex thing. I know that's why you're watching. You want to see what I got to say about what happened when I tried Forex. And I'm gonna get right into that. But first, I wanna get you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you can get notified when I upload these fire content, because I'm gonna just keep them coming. Also, drop me a comment and let me know where you tuning in from. I wanna know who I'm building with. But all right, check this out. So this is just straight off the whim. I got into Forex. Wait a minute. Let's fix this. All right, I got into Forex a few years ago, like a lot of years ago. I first found out about Forex back in like 2014, and it was just something that was completely new to me, right? It was a way for me to make some money. I thought I was gonna get rich, and I thought I was gonna get rich quick. I saw on social media a bunch of people posting all these profits, how they making all this money, and you know, all these different things. And I became very interested in it because I wanted to make that type of money too. And I really didn't do much of anything with it. I opened up like a live account, and I had no knowledge of anything. I didn't do any studying. I had no mentors. I didn't do nothing. I just was like pressing buy and pressing sell, and hoping and praying that I would win some money, right? So I did that for about maybe 2 months. I don't know how much money I blew doing that, but I was like, man, this Forex thing is a scam. Like, I ain't messing with this no more. But then some things changed around a couple months later in my life. 2015, I moved to Florida, and that's when I really started like looking back at Forex again, like really taking the time to sit down and trying to learn how to become a successful trader. So from like 2015, from a couple months in 2015, I want to say, like, I can't remember, I was a part of some trading group with a bunch of people who were just really like me, trying to figure out how to trade. And I had begun to teach myself some things about like support, resistance, trend lines, all of that stuff. I had a little strategy that I was trading, and I was actually, I'm gonna save this for a story time. I was actually up in one of my live accounts back in 2016. Whenever Trump was being elected the president, all right, it was that year. Actually, it was around that time. I was up on my account or whatever have you, and like I said, I'm gonna drop a video with more details, but long story short, I wound up blowing that account, and from that point forward, I was like, I'm not dealing with Forex ever again. Like, this is the most scammiest thing I ever encountered. My wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, she would always tell me, like, you know that Forex thing that you was doing? Like, I really think that you should get back into that. I really think that you should look into it. I want to say at one point she even invested like $300 something in a course for me so that I could start studying it and taking it serious. She was just like planting the seeds. And I was just like, oh, well, I'll do that when I got time. When I got time is when I learned how to trade Forex, like not thinking that the time would be created once I learned how to trade Forex. But nonetheless, I put it off for a couple years, went through some things, hit like a rock bottom, and just had to figure out how I was going to get myself out of the situation that I had got myself into financially. And then it was back in, I want to say like 2019, the end of 2019, Forex came back around full circle. And that's when I really began to like focus on Forex, taking the time to really like study, learn some new things. I was just like studying the charts looking at a whole bunch of different YouTube videos, and a couple of my friends had gotten trading Forex and they had got mentors, and they told me like, I think you should get a mentor. And I was like, just trying to figure it out on my own. I always wanted to be the one to have a success story. Like, oh, I figured this out on my own. I sat in a room for however many days or how many weeks, months, years, trying to figure this thing out or whatever. And having that mindset is what made things a lot longer for me before I was able to even think about what a winning strategy would look like, right? Last year, 2021, yeah, so 2019 is when I started like studying it again. I studied all 2022 and I was just studying strategies, okay? That was my very first mistake. I was just studying a whole bunch of different strategies. So many strategies that I had like brought myself to the state of confusion, because it was like, okay, well, I have to wait till price gets to this trend line, and I have to wait till price gets to this support or this resistance, and I have to wait for this doji to print after this Maribonzo. Like, I was just loading myself with a whole bunch of information when it came to Forex. And I was confused when it was time for me to trade. So I took some time. My wife and I last year, we went out of the country. We was in Mexico and Costa Rica for like 90 days. And that's when I was like, okay, it's really time to really, really focus on Forex, because I know the type of lifestyle, now that I've experienced life outside of the United States, like I know what type of lifestyle it is that I really desire and that I'm going to make sure that I achieve. And the best way for me to do it is by trading Forex. So I came back to the States a couple months ago, like back in July. And since July, I've really, really, really been focusing, like still doing the same thing. I ain't even gonna code you. This channel, I'm just gonna be transparent. The reason I'm making this channel is because I want to be able to look back on my journey and say, all right, this is where things really shifted for you. I'm making this channel so that I can hold myself accountable, because I'm not gonna keep making the same mistakes and blasting it to the world for everybody else to look at me as like a failure or something. So that's part of the reason why I'm making this channel, to help me along this journey and to also share like what I am going through as a Forex trader, right? Trying to become consistently profitable so that I can be a full-time trader. And I feel like a lot of times on YouTube, most people who have YouTube channels about Forex trading, they usually come to YouTube like once they're successful, and you hear about the failures, you hear about the struggles, but you really don't get to see it. So like, that's where I'm at in my journey right now. I'm at a space where I have a strategy that I'm using to trade. I have a trading plan that I'm following. Well, I have a trading plan. I can't say that I'm following, because if I was following my trading plan, I would be further along than I am now. So I'm gonna just share some things that I've been able to do within the past few months that has helped me improve my trading tremendously. I don't want to make this video too much longer, because this is just supposed to be an introductory video. But this book right here, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, this book has really, really changed some things, like a lot of things for me. I told you all this time I was working on strategy. And you had the best strategy in the world. You can back test your strategy. I would back test strategies and like my win rate would be crazy. But then when I go to my live account, it would be completely different. And it was because I didn't have the right psychological things in place. I didn't have the right discipline. I wasn't consistent. It was a lot of things. And this is not just like how you do everything is how you do anything. And the things that you do in your life is going to show in your trading. It'll show you what you need to work on. You know what I mean? If you need patience, it's going to show you that. If you need to be more consistent, it's going to show you that. If you need to be more disciplined, have strong will, more confidence, like all of those things is going to show up in your trading. So reading this book a couple of months ago, I got one of my mentors, shout out to Chris, she told me about this book, and I got this book and I've been studying this book, and I actually had it on my phone on a PDF. I was just, because I was in Costa Rica when I first got it, so I was just on my phone studying it. I got all types of highlights. Maybe I can like insert it somewhere here on the screen so you can see, but I got all types of highlights from when I was studying it, and I was like, I want the actual physical copy. So I got this physical copy, and I'm going back through this book again. But this book right here, if you are having issues trading, if you know that you have a strategy that you back test and you do well on it, and you do demo and you do well on it, but you get on your live account and you can't mimic those same results, then I highly recommend this book. It's going to definitely change your whole mindset about this whole trading thing. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you're still here, I appreciate it. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna be uploading videos multiple times a week. I haven't really figured out my upload schedule yet, but I know I'm gonna be uploading videos 3 to 4 times a week. I'm gonna be uploading videos showing you like the trades that I'm taking. Actually, I'm glad that I said this. I have a $50 account that I'm working to compound, and that's a challenge that I'm in with one of my trading groups, and actually it's something that I'm going to be sharing here so that I can track my progress, and also so I can just share here with y'all. I'll maybe put somewhere on the screen or a link in the description or something that'll show you the compound plan that I'm following for this challenge. And this is like a compounding challenge, so I'm not trying to flip my account or anything like that. I'm trying to have consistent, steady gains every day and sticking to my trading plan. So that's what's to come on this channel. I'm gonna have some story time, some vlogs. I got a lot that I'm gonna be doing with this channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you feel like I showed you what happened to me, how I exposed myself when it comes to this Forex thing. And if you got a similar story, or if you just getting into Forex, let me know your Forex story in the comments. I want to know. I just want to know what's going on out here in these Forex streets. And I want to know from authentic people. I don't want to know from people who are like, feel like you have to be somebody that you're not, or have results that you don't. Like, we ain't doing none of that. It's all transparency over here, baby. So peace, love, and positive vibes. Let's go.